Have you ever felt like you're performing life instead of living it? Like you're checking every box, smiling on cue, showing up for everyone, but inside there's a quiet storm that nobody sees. Today we're diving into a topic that's as invisible as it is real. High functioning depression, the silent storm behind that smile. Welcome to the Catalyst Podcast. I'm your host, Jason. You can catch us on all your favorite platforms: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Threads, and TikTok. You can also listen to our episodes on Amazon Music, Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and Podbean. The Catalyst Podcast can be the spark that fuels your journey to a more fulfilling life, and together we can explore new ideas and unlock your potential. Now, we want to hear from you, folks. Please, if you're interested in being a guest or contributing, reach out to us at catalystmotivationpodcast@gmail.com. That's catalystmotivationpodcast@gmail.com. Join the Catalyst community today and be a part of something truly transformative. I want to welcome everybody. Welcome to episode 102, Navigating the Silent Storm, Understanding and Managing High Functioning Depression. Whew, that's a little heavy, but let's see if we can get through this, folks. I want to thank you so much for joining us, being a part of this. Again, reach out to us, like, subscribe, share this message, share it with your friends, people you care about. We want to get this message out to as many people as possible, and you're the key to it. So please share it. We're always glad to be here for you, and we'll continue to be here for you as long as possible. All right. Well, again, this is an interesting topic, managing high functioning depression. So, let's get into it. So what does it look like? High functioning depression. What does it look like? To the outside world, you're productive, you're social, you're fine. But inside's a different story. You're exhausted, disconnected, maybe even numb. Am I describing you right now? So I once worked with someone, let's call her Sarah. Sarah was the office MVP, always early, always polished, always on. But one day we were in the break room and she confided in me, I feel like I'm drowning in a pool and no one can see. That's a paradox. You're functioning, but you're not okay. I've even dealt with this myself. Showing up, doing all the things I need to do, but just feeling empty. There's that paradox, right? And this is at the heart of high functioning depression. It hides behind a facade of normalcy, making it a challenge to recognize. You might even ask yourself, how can someone seem to have it all but feel so low? It's like wearing a mask that becomes increasingly difficult to hold up. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have the power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." I think I've used this before. Right? I did. I think we used this quote in the last episode. But think about it. Even somebody like Marcus Aurelius can have a bad day. He wasn't riding from a spa in Santorini. He was leading an empire during plagues and war. So what's the point? The point is this. You can't always control the storm. You can't control the storm, but what you can do is build a shelter within the storm. Okay, so let's talk numbers, right? Let's talk numbers. According to the World Health Organization, WHO, over 264 million people live with depression. 264 million people live with depression. Many of them are high functioning. That means they're showing up, they're smiling, they're delivering, and they're suffering in silence. A 2022 study found that people with high functioning depression are less likely to seek help because they don't look depressed. That is the danger of invisibility. Scary to think about. So you're probably asking yourself, Self, how do we manage this? The great Seneca once said, begin at once to live and count each separate day as a separate life. Well, what does that mean? Don't wait for the weekend or vacation or the someday. Start now and start small. Okay? Try this. Each morning, set a micro intention. Something like this. Today, I will breathe before I react. Today, I will notice one beautiful thing. Today, I will be gentle with myself. It's not about fixing yourself. It's about meeting yourself. A friend of mine saw I was kind of going through some stuff, and they bought me this book called How to Be Happy. It turns out it was a prank. The inside was hollowed out and filled with chocolate bars. And I'm not going to lie, it's probably the best self-help book I've ever gotten. Because sometimes the best medicine isn't a breakthrough. It's chocolate and a laugh. All right. So let's leave you guys with an exercise on how you can kind of help with this high functioning depression. It's called the gratitude reset. Okay. Something simple and something powerful. All right. Tonight, before you go to bed, write down 3 things you're grateful for. Write down 3 things you're grateful for. My son, my family, my friends. All right. So write down 3 things you're grateful for. All right. They could be tiny. A warm cup of tea, a text from a friend, a moment of quiet. They could be like mine. All right. Do this for 7 days and watch how your brain starts to shift. Okay. This exercise isn't about magically curing depression. It's about building self-awareness and validating your own experiences and giving yourself permission to be human, even if you're a high-performing human. It's about beginning the journey from performance to presence, from surviving to truly living. Remember this. The quiet strength is immense, but even the strongest need to acknowledge their internal weather. Gratitude doesn't erase the storm, but it reminds us, and it reminds you, there is still light. High-functioning depression is real, and it's valid, and it's okay to talk about it. You don't have to crash to ask for help. You don't have to be broken to deserve support. You don't have to smile if you're not okay. You just have to start where you are. You just have to start right where you are. It's all about action. It's all about action. What's the Santa Claus is coming to town, put one foot in front of the other? Put one foot in front of the other. Start. Take that step. Do it now. You have to start from where you are. At this point, this moment right now, stop using 50,000 excuses. Let's just get to the work. Embrace the suck and take that step. That's it for today. If this episode resonates with you, please share it with someone who you think might need it. Like and subscribe to our podcast for more relevant and motivational content. You can check us out on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Threads, TikTok for even more inspirational content. I want to thank you so much for listening to episode 102. And we look forward to seeing you next time for episode 103. Thank you so very much for listening. Please share, please like, please subscribe. Go be great.